Welcome back to the First Alert Desk on Atlanta News First Plus as we continue to talk about the St. Jude Dream Home Giveaway. We have been talking about this all week long here on ANF Plus, and earlier, just about an hour and a half ago, we took you out to this floor signing. This is from 11 a.m. There was a room full of hardworking individuals that have contributed to making this dream home a reality, and Atlanta News First is excited to be doing this for the third year in a row. And you might have seen on that stream a familiar face, none other than Atlanta News First Tracy Hutchins, who is joining us live now to talk to you more about the St. Jude Dream Home. Tracy, how you doing?
I am well, Maria. It's very exciting, let me just tell you, to be inside the dream home, because in January we were on this very same spot and this was nothing but dirt. So now we're talking about a home that has the walls up, and look at how this looks right now. So you mentioned, Maria, the floor signing. So this is an opportunity for builder partners and everyone who's involved in the St. Jude Dream Home Giveaway, including us here at Atlanta News First, to say a little something, write a message, and to let the future homeowners know how much we care about them and how much we care about this cause, the St. Jude Dream Home Giveaway. So right now we are in the kitchen area. So this is kind of the den area right off the kitchen, right? So the cabinets are in, the countertops are in. This home is really starting to take shape. Now the fixtures aren't in yet. Of course, the flooring not in. There's a lot more to do, but I'll tell you what, we will be ready when sneak peek happens coming up very soon. That's when everything will be in and the home fully staged, and you get an opportunity to see what your furniture would look like inside this home. Maria, I want to show you something else because I'm really excited about this. I am all into outdoor spaces. So this is what the outside of the home is going to look like. So they have an incredible builder partner who is putting in this lush backyard. So you see you're going to have a patio here. They do have a retaining wall behind the home, so there's not another home back there. So my photographer, Eric Hurst, is giving you a look at what it looks like right now. So imagine that looking just like this. So you're going to have a seating area, also a place to, say, barbecue, cook outside. It's going to be incredible. Here's another look from a different vantage point. So really, they're trying to make this an outdoor oasis. So not only do you have this living space on the inside, but you have something on the outside too. And of course, besides the pollen right now, we know here in North Georgia, it's really an incredible place to spend time outside with the family when the weather warms up. Maria?
And I know that among the prizes that we're going to talk about here in a moment is the emphasis on St. Jude Children's Research Hospital and everything that they do in the fight to end childhood cancer. You have been working with them very closely over the years, helping to spread the message through the Dream Home Giveaway, and just more about what they do. Talk to me a little bit about that.
So we had an opportunity a couple of years ago to go to St. Jude Children's Research Hospital in Memphis. And I, like probably so many of the viewers out there, I was familiar with St. Jude, but not really totally familiar with everything they did. It is truly incredible. And it's only when we got back here to Atlanta in the metro area, and I had an opportunity to interview a number of families, that I really saw the difference that they made. So we've interviewed families who have children who are nearly adults now. We've interviewed adults who were children when they went to St. Jude and received treatment. We're talking about illnesses, not just cancer, but some other rare illnesses as well that many other hospitals couldn't treat, so they were referred to St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. There's a special story about a 4-year-old girl that we will be sharing during this campaign. Her name is Sita. Her family lives in Atlanta. When she was born, one of her eyelids was a little droopy, and her parents had that intuition like something's not quite right here. They went to doctors. They ended up being referred to St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. At 5 months old, this little girl had surgery to remove a tumor in the back of her brain. Now, they didn't end up removing all of it because it would impact her balance, but right now she is being treated. She's doing very well. She's on kind of a regimen, almost like a chemotherapy, but she takes a pill to really treat that tumor. They're monitoring it to make sure it doesn't grow any larger. But she is smart as a whip and as adorable as can be. This little girl is incredible. It is hard to imagine life without her being in that family. That is what this campaign is all about. We're trying to raise $2 million for St. Jude Children's Research Hospital, because the thing is, when families go there, they don't have to pay for treatment. They don't have to pay for a place to stay. They don't have to pay for food. As we know as parents, when you have a child, your heart is now on the outside of your body, and you would do anything to make sure your child is healthy, and that's what they do there at St. Jude. They treat the children and they take care of the family. So that's why we're raising this money. That's why the tickets are $100. That's why we're selling 20,000 tickets to make that $2 million goal. So Maria, I just can't say enough about St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. And this campaign is truly a win-win. So you buy a $100 ticket, right? And you have an opportunity to help families, local families. These are not people off in the distance somewhere. These are local families that you are helping to make sure those children are with their families in the next 2 years, in the next 5 years, in the next 10 years. That's what makes a difference. Not only do you help the families, but you have an opportunity to win this pretty incredible dream home worth about $750,000. And can I show you some of the other prizes too?
Let's do it.
Because when you buy your ticket on April 10th, mark your calendars, save the date. That's when you're eligible for all the prizes, not just the dream home, all of them. This one, very important, $2,500 in airline gift cards, this courtesy of Ameris Bank. This prize ends the night of April 10th. So the very first day that tickets go on sale, you qualify for this prize and all the others. But after April 10th, you no longer qualify for this prize. It drops off the table, right? Another prize coming up, $3,000 getaway experience, this courtesy of Renaissance Bank. Thank you for that. This you can use on anything, a hotel stay, golf package, dinner, excursions, whatever you like. Take that nice long weekend trip. $10,000 Visa gift card. Let me just tell you, the possibilities endless with this. Thanks to the Dream Day Foundation, this pretty incredible. Again, worth the price of admission. That $100 ticket could win you a $10,000 Visa gift card. Also, oh my gosh, your neighbors are going to be jealous if they see you driving off in a 2025 Ford Maverick Hybrid. This courtesy of Billy Howell Ford. They're actually right here in Cumming. Very soon we're going to get a chance to test drive the Ford Mavericks. Actually, my photojournalist, Eric Hurst, says he has one. He loves his car. He loves his pickup truck. So this is a great prize. I cannot wait to get inside and test drive it. And who cannot use $5,000 in groceries, courtesy of Academy Mortgage, powered by Guild Mortgage? This is a grocery gift card, $5,000. So Maria, imagine winning that, and then you don't have to worry about groceries and the cost of eggs. They will all be taken care of, at least for a little bit. Oh, we can't forget about Woodstock Mattress and Furniture Outlet, because they have a very special prize. So all the furniture that will be staged in the home, it's a special prize that's coming up after Sneak Peek that we're going to tell you a whole lot about when we get to that point. But Woodstock Furniture and Mattress Outlet has been a great partner. They gave away $10,000 in furniture last year. They are back again giving away another prize. So this all pretty amazing. We can't wait until April 10th when those tickets just go on sale and we're going to sell out. We have no doubt. So that's why you got to get your ticket on that very first day, April 10th.
Tracy Hutchins, thank you so much. I just want to take folks through some of the renderings here, actually. As you can see, this home, as it was being built, we took you through the groundbreaking in January, and now stepping inside of the home, you could see some of those renderings, and now we're about to launch really the ticket portion that you can get. I just want to show you here, this is from 2024. I'm going to just bring up my supers there. This is 2024, the inside of the 2024 St. Jude Dream Home Giveaway. As the home in 2025 continues to be built, we're going to start to see it come together in a similar way. And like Tracy was saying when we were speaking with her earlier, every single dollar that is raised in our $2 million goal, which, by the way, I think we can beat this year, goes back to St. Jude. I want to take you through a report we put together, really breaking down how every dollar makes a difference.
Every dollar makes a difference when you reserve your ticket to win the 2025 St. Jude Dream Home. Take a look at what your $100 can help do. For just $10, you can help provide one platelet count test for a St. Jude patient. It helps doctors monitor patient health during their treatments. And St. Jude provides families with access to medical literature and a library of books, audio tapes, magazines, and general reference books. Just $30 helps them do that. And children are encouraged to express themselves through art activities at the hospital and in residential areas. $50 helps them get the supplies they need. For $75, that helps provide a share of an oxygen treatment. St. Jude patients may need oxygen to help their bodies function properly and aid in healing when they are undergoing treatment. And with $100, you can help provide basic medical supplies for patients who are already in treatment at St. Jude. And for families, it does not stop there. Everything is taken care of at St. Jude while their child is being treated, including housing, food, and travel. Every dollar makes a difference.
And there's that really the initial stages, the ongoing work that is being done to truly make this a dream home. And we're so excited to be able to tell you more about it as we continue on this campaign, as we continue to tell you about the great work that St. Jude Children's Research Hospital is doing, and get you closer and closer to that announcement in August when we will announce the winner of all of these prizes. But as Tracy was saying, it's really important that you mark your calendar for April 10th. That is the best day to get a ticket. It is the first day that you can reserve your ticket. And what that ticket will do is put you in the running for this dream home and so many other prizes that we were talking about. This is the home as it's going to look in Cumming, Georgia, a beautiful community. And all you need to do is save the date for April 10th and be prepared to get your ticket. AtlantaNewsFirst.com/dreamhome is where you're going to want to go on April 10th. And if you can't make that April 10th deadline happen, just know we're going to be doing this throughout the summer into the continuing months, but those prizes are going to start dropping off. So do get your ticket as soon as possible and download the Atlanta News First app for the latest updates on this 2025 St. Jude Dream Home Giveaway.